Hello, what brings you to my garden today? Could it be because you too want some of my magic lettuce? Or were you hoping to meet the maiden with long golden hair, Rapunzel? Stay here, my little listeners, and let's have a chat. Now, on Tickling Dragon Theatre. Everyone adores my little salad. Yes, the healing green leaves from my garden, but I'm speaking now of Rapunzel. She's kind, sweet, and very courageous in following her heart. I thought for certain if I could have kept her in that tower long enough, her heart would shrivel like a pea, and I could make her into a witch like me. As you know, I was locked in the tower after Rapunzel and Prince Orlando left. I had a long time to think. And while I can't tell you I've completely mended my ways, I am more passionate and thoughtful. But you know what Rapunzel's story taught me most? No matter how much bad or evil is in the world, a person who believes in themselves, no matter what, and always tries to see the good in others, will succeed in making their dreams come true. The story of Rapunzel is one of the longest documented histories. The two brothers Grimm wrote Rapunzel 200 years ago, but the very first version was written almost 400 years ago by an Italian named Giambattista Basile. And in the original tale, I wasn't a witch, but an ogress. Do I look like an ogre to you? Wait, don't answer that. By now you should know I'm very passionate about my garden, so I'd like to share something with you about Rapunzel's namesake. First, it's important to understand all plants have two names, a scientific Latin name and a common name. Just like you have a full name and a special nickname only your friends and family call you, right? Sometimes I call my Rapunzel my little salad. I'm curious, what's your nickname? Anyway, it wasn't until the Brothers Grimm wrote their version that Rapunzel was named after a spinach-like plant with the Latin name of Campanula rapunculus. Do you see and hear the similarity? Rapunzel, rapunculus. By the way, the common name for the spinach-like plant was rampion bellflower. But why is there even a second name for plants in a different language anyway? Because when the scientists were beginning to name plants for everyone to understand, more people knew Latin across the world than any other language. So even today, Latin is used to understand the root or definition of a word, especially in the scientific community. Even though the names and sometimes the details of a story change over time, our Rapunzel hasn't, and her and Prince Orlando rule their kingdom with generosity and kindness, and I am humbled and grateful they have forgiven me my trespasses and shown me kindness. Remember when Rapunzel's father tried to take my lettuce from my garden without asking? And I became very angry, then made him promise to give me Rapunzel when she was born. I was very mean and treated him with no compassion or kindness. I know better now. But how do you think I could have behaved instead? Have you ever heard the phrase, kill them with kindness? If we can learn from Rapunzel's example and her heart of gold, then even if someone is cruel to us, we have the choice to forgive them in that moment and then react with kindness. It takes a lot of practice, but it gets easier, I promise. Has there ever been a time when someone treated you nastily? Maybe called you names or took something of yours without asking? How did it make you feel? And how did you react? I would love to hear your stories and acts of kindness. Perhaps you have an idea we can all learn from because of an experience you had. Please look below this video and ask a grown-up to help write down your story share. Oh, and don't forget to show us your coloring page. Rapunzel and I love coloring together. Here's something she colored for me the other day. Isn't it lovely? Just like her. Thank you all for joining me in my garden today. Remember to be kind in the face of someone who may not be kind to you. Eat your salad. And remember, be who you are, and you'll go star